What's going on, everybody? It's Matt, aka the Lumberjack Landlord, here with our good buddy Zuber from One Rental at a Time. How's it going, Zub?
Wonderful. Having a great day. Every day Saturday.
And today is Friday, so it's close enough for me.
There you go. Well, good for you. You're almost there.
Yeah, almost there. So let's talk about something I think that's very interesting. This is an idea that you actually had brought to me and said, I think we should talk more about this. And I said, I agree. It is the concept of the amazing opportunity that the BRRRR strategy creates, but the fact that almost everything is targeted towards a newbie investors.
Yeah.
So I'd love to get kind of your thoughts on it. I mean, this being kind of one of those things that you'd spend some time thinking about. What are your thoughts? What are some of the areas that you think we need to address to make sure that, because I agree with you. It's scary.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things. First and foremost, I must acknowledge that I've been doing BRRRR for 12 or 13 years. I was doing BRRRR while I was a featured blog writer on BiggerPockets in 2006 and 7. I was doing it before it was an acronym that that they coined.
Right.
And the beauty is the articles are still there, so I can go back and point them. It's pretty awesome. So again, it's a strategy that I've used. It does work.
Sure.
You can seriously build a portfolio that takes some working capital, but you can use that working capital over and over again. And I've done it. I know it works.
Yep.
It can lead to a portfolio of units that you have none of your own money in. I know it works. I've done it. That said, I get very nervous when experts, gurus start selling visions of unicorns and rainbows and four-leaf clovers to novice investors. It grades on me.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of that today. In my second book, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, the only topic that got hit twice was BRRRR. One by a couple that's done it successfully, and then one by a proponent that I trust that it basically says BRRRR is an advanced strategy. I think BRRRR is a strategy that everybody should have on their tool belt. It's just not the first strategy. No. Every step of the BRRRR strategy in a flat to down market has 5, 6, 7x the risk. And if you are getting into BRRRR with borrowed capital, it could be a total and complete disaster. So I am sitting here watching people push BRRRR more and more. And I'm like, God, this makes me feel sick. There's people that are going to be there are people that will try to do a BRRRR product one time and they'll never come back to real estate because they got toasted or they burned mom's money or, they lost a best friend over it or whatever. So I feel flummoxed because I know it works.
Yep.
I've done it dozens of times, but man, talk about the wrong strategy at the wrong time. Yeah. Not cool today, I don't think. So that's what I was thinking about when I said, hey, we should talk about this again.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that, I've done BRRRRs as well. I'm a value add investor. So yes, all those things. I would not do a deal right now with any assumption that I could pull my money back out.
No.
That's really at the core of what we're talking about. The core of what we're talking about is not doing a deal right now where you believe on the other side that you're going to pull some stack of cash. You have no idea whatsoever, especially because as a seasoned investor, as an elite, value add investor, where I've done over 100 projects and I'm talking day to day. I'm talking spreadsheets and the work and the process and the GCing the entire project. The numbers are moving too quickly to count on what the numbers are. They're
you told me about a project that you paid for seemingly less than a month ago that you got requoted and you got shocked by a $15,000 gap. I mean, that's hard to plan. And it was essentially the same job. That's crazy.
Yep. It was the same job. That's what the problem was. And I said, what happened? And he goes,
whoops.
He goes, those systems now are twice as much.
Yeah. It's not labor that got you. It was the unit. It was the physical thing. Yeah.
Yep. The physical stuff. And so anybody that's BRRRRing, even if they're leaning on a GC to do it, the fact of the matter is that price increases are coming. I was doing a sheetrock job, and literally from the time he quoted to the time he had to do it, he goes, there's nothing I can do. It says it right in the contract. He goes, we got a 12% bump in sheetrock.
Yeah.
It's 20 grand worth of sheetrock.
Yeah.
That's an extra $2,500, $2,400.
Yeah. The bird, I mean, again, I feel I'm on both sides, right? Me personally, I know BRRRR works. I've done it. It's helped our portfolio. It's just, it's timing. And it really grades on me that people are selling this to novice investors.
Right.
It's like, do you really want to sell your soul
Yep.
for a couple of $100?
Nope.
Some book revenue? I'm like, I'm not doing that. Because again, think about all the steps, right? Buy, right? The very first step.
Yep.
You buy a fixer, because that's what you're going to do with a BRRRR.
Sure.
You're going to buy a fixer, and you're going to have some ARV, which stands for after repair value. That ARV is wrong.
Yes.
Let me just tell you right now, it's wrong.
100%. Because Mike, normally we can get at least a feel. In an up market, you know that 3 months from now, you're either flat or up. In a market like this, where rates continue to increase, you're flat or down. Those are your only options.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, the other thing is a lot of novice investors and these people that sell this pipe dream won't admit that a refi appraisal is different than a purchase appraisal. Let's assume the market's flat. Let's assume it's up slightly. You're going to buy you're going to buy a 200K house for 100 grand, and you're going to put 50 in. So your ARV is 200 in this example. Well, in an up market, of 90-day window, 6-month window, whatever it is, you get bailed out. In a flat market, I guarantee it's just not how it works. A refi appraisal is not going to give you the same number as an ARV. In a up market, the delta could be 6-7%. In a flat market, the delta could be 15 or 20%. So I'm sorry, folks, a refi appraisal is lower than a purchase appraisal. Nobody talks about it.
Right.
It will become crazy. It'll be a gotcha. And that's the first step.
Yes.
We haven't even gotten to repair yet.
Nope.
So now we go to repair. Materials, skills, stealing, stuff you missed.
Yep.
I mean, you think a buy is risky and ARV is risky. The freaking first R is bananas.
Yep.
Then you get to rent. Okay, you're probably close enough.
Yep.
Then refi, wrong. And then repeat.
Yeah.
You can't repeat because you busted out. You lost somebody's money and you're done. Just BRRRR is an amazing advanced strategy that is being sold to goldfish, and the goldfish are going to get crushed. Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, I think of the things that you listed off, I'm least concerned. I'm least concerned with the stealing. I'm least concerned with the wage increase. I'm most concerned with material fluctuation, but material availability.
Yeah. Because that'll just eats into holding costs.
It does. So I just called my lumber yard this morning, and I said, hey, I need to order some doors. He's like, how many? I said 6. I said, stock doors. It's our Craftsman 3. It's what we always use. He's like, okay. I said, so usually when I order on a Friday, I have them by next Wednesday or next Thursday. It's like, yeah, that's not happening. I go, all right, what's the right expectation? He goes, probably 2 weeks. I got to wait 2 weeks for doors. Wow. Well, guess
what?
How
about windows? Windows were nasty for a while.
16 weeks.
Oh,
you
got to go through winter.
I waited 16 weeks for windows on this last project. 16 weeks.
It's
16. And the crazy part was I also had to pay a premium. That was a rush.
Yeah.
I had to get them in 16. I had to rush it. So we just got numbers yesterday from one of my window suppliers. They have 3 or 4 different lines of windows, and 3. And basically the fastest was 4 weeks and the slowest was about 6. So it's down.
Oh, that's good.
But it's still not 2.
Yeah.
And the problem is that means that I used to be able to do an entire unit. And this could be windows, doors, flooring, kitchen, cabinet, the whole 9, a bath, everything. And heating system. I could do an entire project in 60 to 90 days really consistently.
Yeah. Yeah, me too for a while. Yep.
Yeah. And now no way.
No way.
No way.
Now you got to jumble jobs, and you got to people are available. I mean, this BRRRR is an advanced strategy that is amazing. It works best in an up market, and it's not It's not what you do first. It's just
No.
not.
The number of supply chain issues that, as elite and good as I am, I could not anticipate that they would get that bad. We had ordered the siding for one of our projects, and it took 3 weeks to get the siding in. We got the siding in, and they miscalculated by 1 square. And I was like, short a square.
Oh,
I'm like, you're killing me. So they called and they're like, we just need 1 more square of this. And they go, we have none. 0. Wow. And I said, well, we're not going with brown to match my gray. Yeah. So we had to hunt some down. There was a warehouse in New York that had 1 square left, 1 box of it left. They said, but some of the pieces are going to be broken. It was a return. We're like, we'll have to make it work. It's our only option. Wow. So we had to wait inter-office delivery. And I was like, that's a problem. Guess what? We had the appraiser coming in 3 days. We don't have time for that. Guess what happened? Contractor had to jump in the truck. They had to drive to New York, pick it up, and then
how far is that?
So that's about it. No, it's for us, it's about 5 hours.
Okay. So it's a haul, because it's
a 10-hour day.
Yeah. It's drive 5 hours, spend 20 minutes,
Correct.
Put it in the truck, drive back.
Correct. Literally throw it on the roof rack and then bring it back. Yep. So this was everything. It was the Windows 16 weeks instead of 2. It was LVLs. They ran short on LVLs, which we like to use to sister joists. Yeah. I mean, just everything with this stuff. So I would really discourage anybody from doing a BRRRR, because as enthusiastic as you might be, it's
the spreadsheet looks wonderful.
Yeah. And you're going to find something when you open up a wall that you weren't expecting.
Lots of somethings.
It could be anything. It could be insulation. It could be, you could be.
I remember opening a wall one time and there was newspaper.
Yes. Oh, I've done that. Yeah.
I've done that. Newspaper. Yeah. That's good with wiring.
Yeah. That happens a lot. That happens a lot out here. A lot out here you'll also find wide open bays where there's no insulation whatsoever.
Oh my God. That's not good.
It's crazy. And so, yeah, please, if you're considering doing a BRRRR, read some horror stories of people in the last 6 months that have tried to do BRRRRs, because I can tell you that on the boards, I see at least a couple people a week post something about a BRRRR that's gone sideways for them. And I put them on the sidelines. I
will tell you, it's going to get worse, because again, people have been bailed out by timing.
Yep.
It's over.
Yeah.
Over.
How many guys, this was one of the crazy things that happened in 06 and 07. The BRRRRs, the guys that were bad at it, and it took them 6 and 9 months. They couldn't do it in 3 months. They were rewarded every time with higher prices, and until they weren't. Yeah. And the problem was at that point, they had 6 or 7 BRRRRs going on at the same time.
Yeah, because of this is why BRRRR is so damaging to new investors. It works once.
Yep.
It works a second time, and they go, damn it, why would I ever stop? I'm going to do 19 of these. And then the empire implodes.
Yeah. People, please watch your BRRRRs. Mike, tell everybody where they can find you, my friend.
1 rental at a time. And I do my live streams, I almost said 9, at 8 a.m. Saturday, 1 hour. Get on early, ask questions. You want to jump the lines. It's the only time I talk about super chats. That's the way to jump the line.
That is the way to jump the line. Lumberjack Landlord, we always try and create great content for you. Please make sure you subscribe and give us that tickle of the like button. We appreciate it. Have a great rest of your week. Mike, we'll see you in segment number 2.
You got it.